Hello, good day everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And in this video, we are going to solve this question. And the question is m plus 2 raised to the power 4 plus m plus 1 raised to the power 4. This is equal to 17. We just find the value of m. And in our question, it's given that m belongs to a real number. So let's start. Look at this. This is a m plus 2. We write this first term as a m plus 1 plus 1. Its power is 4. We copy the second term m plus 1 raised to the power 4. This is equal to 17. Now look at this, m plus 1 involved in this term, it's also involved in this term. So we let that m plus 1, this is equal to x. Then this above equation will become this is a x, so this is a x plus 1 raised to the power 4 plus this will become x raised to the power 4. This is equal to 17. And now in the next step, we write this first term. This is x plus 1. We write this as a, its power is 4. So we write this as a square and x plus 1 square. We copy the remaining value. Now in the next step, we apply the identity on this value x plus 1 whole square. Then this will become x square plus 2 times x plus 1, and this will become x square plus 2 times x plus 1. This is a x raised to the power 4, it's equal to 17. Now in the next step, we multiply these two values. So look at this, multiply this x square by x square, we get a x raised to the power 4. Multiply this x square by 2 times x, then we get a 2 times x cube. Multiply this x by square by 1, we get a x square. Now multiply this 2x by x square, we get a 2 times x cube. Then multiply this 2 times x by 2 times x, we get a 4 times x square. Multiply this 2x by 1, we get a 2 times x plus. Multiply this 1 by x square, we get a x square. Multiply 1 by 2 times x, we get a 2 times x. Multiply 1 by 1, we get a 1. And this is a x raised to the power 4, it's equal to 17. Now look at this, this is a x raised to the power 4 and this is also x raised to the power 4. So if we add, then we get a 2 times x raised to the power 4. Now this is a 2 times x raised to the power 3 and this is also 2 times x raised to the power 3. If we add, then we get a 4 times x raised to the power 3. Now this is a plus x square, this is a plus 4 times x square. This will become a 5 times x square and this is a plus x square. So we get a 6 times x square. Now 2 times x plus 2 times x will become a 4 times x plus 1. This is equal to 17. Now in the next step, we subtract a 17 on both sides of this equation. So this is a 2 times x raised to the power 4 plus 4 times x cube plus 6 times x square plus 4 times x plus 1 minus 17 is equal to 0. Now we copy this value, 2 times x raised to power 4 plus 4 times x cube plus 6 times x square plus 4 times x plus 1 minus 17 is a minus 16, is equal to 0. Now in the next step, we use a synthetic division on the above equation. So we use a synthetic division. Look at the coefficient of x raised to the power 4 is a 2. The coefficient of x cube is a 4. The coefficient of x square is a 6. The coefficient of x is a 4 and the constant is a minus 16. We here put a 1, and in the synthetic division the remainder, this value must be a 0 if 1 is a factor of the above equation. So let's start. We write this 2 as it is. Now multiply this 1 by 2, we get a 2, and the 4 plus 2 is 6. Multiply this 1 by 6, we get a 6, and 6 plus 6 is a 12. Now multiply this 1 by 12, we get a 12, and 12 plus 4 is a 16. Now multiply this 1 by 16, we get a 16, and minus 16 plus 16 is a 0. So the remainder is 0, so this implies 1 is a factor of the above equation. So we write this as a 2 times x raised to the power 3 plus 6 times x square plus 12 times x plus 16 is equal to 0. Now this will become a cubic equation, and again we use a synthetic division on this equation. So coefficient of x cube is a 2, the coefficient of x square is a 6, the coefficient of x is a 12, and the constant is 16. So here we select a factor minus 2. Now this value we write this as it is, multiply minus 2 by 2, we get a minus 4, and 6 minus 4 is a 2, multiply this minus 4 by 2, we get a minus 4. 12 minus 4 is a 8, multiply this 8 by minus 2, we get a minus 16. So the remainder is 0, so this implies minus 2 is a factor of this equation. Now we write this part as a 2 times x square plus 2 times x plus 8, this is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation, so we use a quadratic formula to solve this part. So formula is x is equals to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4 times ac over 2a. And in our equation, a is a 2 and b is a 2 and c is a constant which is a 8. So we substitute this value in this formula. B is a 2 plus minus b square mean 2 square which is a 4 minus 4a is a 2 and c is a 8 over 2 and a is also 2. Now simplify this part, so it's a minus 2 plus minus square root 4 minus multiply 4 by 2 we get a 8, multiply this 8 by 8 we get a 64 over 2 2s are 4. Now we solve this part, so the x is equals to minus 2 plus minus 4 minus 64 is a minus 60 over 4. Now in the next step we write this square root minus 60 as a square root 60 multiply square root minus 1, and we know that square root minus 1 this is equal to iota. So this will become minus 2 plus minus square root 60 iota over 4. So in our question, one factor is this 1, the second factor is minus 2. So we have value of x. So x is a 1 and x is a minus 2. So this is the value of x, but in our question it's given that m is a real number, so this is a complex number, so we cannot use this value of x. So focus on this two value, and in our question we let that m plus 1 this is equal to x, and if x is a 1 then find the value of m. So this is a m plus 1 is equal to 1. Now this 1 and 1 will cancel, we just get m is equals to 0. So one value of m is a 0. Now if x is equals to minus 2, then m plus 1 this is equal to minus 2. Subtract a 1 on both sides, then m is equals to minus 2 minus 1. So this is a m is equals to minus 3. This is the second answer. Now we verify these two answer. So the question is m plus 2 raised to the power 4 plus m plus 1 raised to the power 4, this is equal to 17. So now verify for m is equal to 0. So this is 0 plus 2 raised to the power 4 plus 0 plus 1 raised to the power 4, this is equal to 17. So this will become a 2 raised to the power 4 plus this will become a 1 raised to the power 4 is equal to 17. And 2 raised to the power 4 this is equal to 16 plus 1 raised to the power 4 is a 1. So 16 plus 1 is a 17. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Now we verify for m is equals to minus 3. So this will become a minus 3 plus 2 raised to the power 4 plus this is a minus 3 plus 1 raised to the power 4, this is equal to 17. So minus 3 plus 2 is a minus 1 raised to the power 4 plus this minus 3 plus 2 is a minus 2 raised to the power 4, it's equal to 17. So minus 1 raised to the power 4 it's just 1, and minus 2 raised to the power 4 this is 16. So 1 plus 16 is a 17, and in this case left hand side is equal to right hand side, and in our question m is 0 and m is equal to minus 3. So we have done. Thank you.